Turn back eye. Random vid that we scooped up today. Top 10 blackest states in the U.S. This is gonna be interesting because I'm curious. I'm very fucking curious. Let's go into this hard
I
long
get.
vid.
At least over the last 6 or 7 months. That's right, if you're one of the many...
Let me take some guesses on my head. Chicago, New Orleans, Atlanta. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Potentially Florida too, though. Florida could be one too. Florida, yeah. Um, we kind of really don't want to say northern states because that's kind of like where it's hot. I would say Texas, but something tell me Texas is probably not one of them. Let's go with shit. Damn. All right, let's give them some good guesses for now.
People that
Some
have
good
asked me
guesses.
to do the states with the
It's
most
a
black
long,
or
it's a long bit.
African-American residents, today is your day. Like I said in the last
There's
video
gonna be
in
some
this
surprising
series,
states out
a few
there.
months ago I came...
Let's say North Carolina. Let's go over North Carolina. Let's pick them. Dakotas, no Dakotas, bro. Bro, you're questionable. Let's put a surprising one. Let's put an honorable mention. Let's go Las Vegas. Let's go Las Vegas. Let's go that. Let's go.
To public pressure. I normally avoid race-related videos, but I had so many requests, I figure I might as well. I'm not comfortable with the subject, and I didn't want to create a video that would have a comment section with racist comments and people crying that I'm being a racist for talking about race. Talking about someone's race does not make you a racist. How you talk about someone's race could make you a racist. I had a long email back and forth with one of our subscribers who happens to be a black gentleman, and he had a good point. He said, if you're any kind of minority in this country, you already know who's out there. And then he quoted me. He said, you could make a video about lime jello and someone would turn it into some hate or something political. He had a point, so I decided to do this series. This is the 4th video in the series. We've done videos for Asian states, Hispanic states, and the whitest states. And stop typing. Yes, I'm doing the blackest states last. Like I said before, this is an uncomfortable subject for me, mainly because I'm very white. I'm so white, I have 3 different types of mayonnaise in my refrigerator right now, and I have...
Yeah, your ass white, nigga.
I have 2 different friends named Blaine. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look.
Blaine, yeah, you're the whitest of the white, boy. Yeah, boy. Like, you so white. Certain words you might say might make a nigga question, like, what the fuck? Wait a fucking bit. It's 2K finally made that game cheap, huh? Shit ass game. Dumbass.
Number 10, Tennessee. Before we get started...
Damn, now I'm looking at it, it's like, damn, I should have bought it later.
I'm going to tell you up front.
Oh, shit. Tennessee? I'm thinking about Kentucky. Tennessee, Memphis. I didn't pick Memphis. Oh, damn, I'm tripping, my bad,
This is a tour of the southern states for the most part. If you had any thoughts Idaho or Alaska were going to be on this list, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I read a tourism book one time about Tennessee, and one of the quotes in there I remember, they said, if you want to experience Black America, you need to eat some fried catfish in Tennessee. The towns in Tennessee that have the highest percentage of Black residents would be Denmark, Tennessee, with 74.64% of their population, Grand Junction, Tennessee, with 72%, Stanton with 62%, Brownsville with 53%, and Whitesville, that's unfortunate, with 52.76%. Overall, at the 2020 census, Tennessee had a Black population that took up 17.8% of the population. That came out to about 1.4 million Black residents in Tennessee.
Damn, man, it's good to see. Damn, not Memphis, damn. What I get?
Number 9, Virginia. This is another one that should be no shocker to anyone. The Black culture and history is strong in Virginia. Virginia is home to the longest continuous experience of Black life and culture in the United States, spanning more than 4 centuries.
And it's good though. I'm not mad at that. That's good history. Okay, Virginia's a nice place to go for anybody who wants to go out there. That's probably one of my aunt. My aunt out there. She be I heard she got family out there, but yeah.
With the highest percentage of Black residents, the first one, it's a small town. It's only got 400 people, but I'm going to put it on here just because I love the name of this town. Hustle, Virginia, 78.5% of that town
That's a good name.
Black or African American. Freeman, Virginia has 72.18%. Bird's Nest, Virginia has 67%. And Waverly, Virginia with 67.24%. Overall, 18.6% of Virginia's residents are Black, giving them a population of about 1,600,000.
Ooh, okay, that was a good one.
Number 8, North Carolina.
North Carolina, let's go! We got one, y'all. We got one. Come on, y'all. We know what the fuck we talking about.
North Carolina is a southern state, even though it's got the word north in it. I've had this discussion with people before. They seem to think it's not considered a northern state.
Come on, man.
They're getting their education from.
I would say hometown Cleveland, Mississippi, but some tell me probably a lot of. I'm gonna say Mississippi. Fuck it. I'm gonna say hometown. Fuck it. Let's go. We're gonna put it in the raffle. Should I say ARCA races? I know Arkansas, even though they got that KKK leader stay there, but we got a lot of Mississippi too. So, oh shit, should I put? I'm gonna halfway put Arkansas there. I'm gonna halfway put it in, but I'm gonna put Mississippi on up in there, even though I'm probably lying like a motherfucker.
On the other side of the country, and I knew North Carolina was a southern state. If you want to do something interesting and learn about Black history,
Louisiana too. Louisiana going up in there too. Yeah, Louisiana, yup.
To the Airborne and Special Operations Museum in Fayetteville. That's where Fort Bragg is. This historically all-Black airborne unit was activated during World War II and officially served from 1942 to 1950. A lot of the veterans from this unit served in the Korean War as well. The cities with the highest African-American population in North Carolina would be Garysburg with 86.32%, Lewiston Woodville with 83.43%, Enfield with 81.90%, and Scotland Neck with 72%. Now, there's a whole bunch of other ones in between there that they've only got like 150 people in the town, so I ignored those. Overall, North Carolina's Black population is 22.5% of the state's population. That's about 2.5 million Black residents.
It's good, man. It's good.
Number 7, Delaware. Yes, mind blown. Anyone else see this one?
At this point, some of these Black people don't exist, bro. Because who is Black in Delaware? You gotta be a proper Black person. You gotta be. There's no way.
This one actually beat North Carolina. This is surprising. Delaware has a few cities, but their main metro area is Wilmington, and that is where a majority of their population lives. Not just the Black population, the entire population. Delaware has a strange history when it...
Stop. The entire population is Black? What the fuck? I'm taking my ass to Delaware one day, man. I can't believe I'm gonna go to the country. And I'm not even racist, but this is gonna be interesting as hell. They're going to a country where nobody but Black people is at. That is to some. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting, man.
Comes to their African American population. Delaware prides itself on being the first state to ratify the Constitution, but they were one of the last to ratify the 13th Amendment outlawing slavery. But these days in Wilmington, if you want to learn about Black history and heritage, you can go to the Delaware History Museum and Mitchell Center for African American Heritage. That's in Wilmington. It's on Market Street. Does every city have a Market Street? I think they do. I don't think I've ever been to a big city that doesn't have it. I know it has to do with the old days and that's where all the markets were, but yeah, I don't think I know of a city that doesn't have a Market Street, a major city at least. Now, overall, most of their cities don't have a really high percentage of the population being African American. Their highest percentages are Ellendale, Delaware, which is 38.88%, Bridgeville, which is 30.51%, Newcastle, which is 29.62%, Dover is 29.21%. Overall, Delaware's black population is 24.1% of the total population, meaning they have about...
Y'all lie, man. Man. I'm the whole time sitting back thinking that there's only black people there. It's not.
About 318,000
I'm not mad, you know.
African American residents.
You know.
Number 6, Alabama. On
Alabama, Alabama, well, sweet home, Alabama. Well, to the bigger, how the fuck? Georgia, clap it up, y'all, Georgia, yeah, we got Georgia in the house, yep.
Alone, I thought Alabama would have been number 1 or 2. I mean, the civil rights movement basically kicked off in Alabama. You have Rosa Parks, the Montgomery bus boycott, the Tuskegee Airmen. You don't have to be a history buff, but if you want to read some interesting stuff, read about the Tuskegee Airmen. It's an amazing story of these men. Towns with the highest percentage of African Americans, well, there's Tuskegee Institute. They've got about 5,600 people living there, and about 95.2% of them are African American or black. Tuskegee, Alabama, the town, has about 11,000 people, and 90% of them are black or African American. And then Fairfield, Alabama has 12,000 residents, almost 13, and they've got 89.64% African American. Overall, 26.8% of Alabama's population is African American. That comes out to about 1.6 million residents. Number 5, South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina, wow. I picked one of the Carolina. I didn't think to pick this. Okay, so Carolina is a spot for you guys to go. Not me. I don't want to be in the snow.
See South Carolina being here. South Carolina has a few interesting things when it comes to black history, including in 1708, South Carolina became the first British North American colony to have an African American majority. South Carolina also played a big part when it comes to the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 60s. They had a lot of non-violent protests against unfair segregation laws, but most of the attention back then went to Alabama and Mississippi. The towns with the highest population of African Americans in South Carolina go like this. Gadsden, South Carolina has 94.99%. Salter, South Carolina is 88.6%. And Denmark, South Carolina has 81.96%. Overall, South Carolina's black population is 27% of the total population of the state of South Carolina, getting them to about 1.6 million residents that are African American or black. Number 4, Maryland.
Maryland, get the... Oh, man. The smallest state in the United States, or is Delaware? Okay, man, so these little states... Okay, I'm thinking, you know, WPs. That sound like somewhere they be. It sounds somewhere they would like to be. I just think, you would think most of the black people come to the South because it's warmer in the winter, because we don't like the cold. But it ain't the case. But
it's a surprise. You know, I really thought Alabama would have a higher percentage of African Americans than Maryland. I also thought Arkansas would be on this list, but it's not even close. They've got a lot of different...
Well, India? No Arkansas.
African-American history places you can visit in Maryland. Point Lookout State Park and Civil War Museum, Port Tobacco Courthouse, historic plantations, Old Jail at St. Mary's County, Jefferson Patterson Park and Museum, and the Drayton African-American Schoolhouse. When it comes to cities with the highest population of African Americans, you have like Capitol Heights, Maryland, which has 41,000 residents. 93.9% of them are African American. District Heights, 89%. Suitland, 87%. And Temple Hill with 85.38%. Overall, 32% of Maryland's population is black or African American, putting them at about 2.2 million residents.
Come on, top 3, let's go.
Number 3, Georgia.
Okay.
I can see this one easily.
Yeah.
I'm not even a historian.
That makes sense.
I just like to read. Georgia has a long history when it comes to the African American community. Sadly, most of it's not good history. Slavery, segregation, Jim Crow laws, all that stuff was really big in states like Georgia. But you also have some really nice things like the music that has come out of Georgia.
Oh, yes.
The artists that have gone from everything rap, hip hop, rock and roll, jazz,
y'all already know.
And then there's the food. It's amazing. Towns with the highest percentage of black residents in Georgia start off with Lithonia, Georgia, and they have 75.32%. That's a good-sized town. That's 82,000 people. Stone Mountain with 70.18%. Decatur with 69.61%.
Atlanta.
Overall,
come on, Atlanta.
African-American population makes up 33% of the total population, giving them about 3.5 million residents.
Whatever. Come on. Come on, top 2, bro. Let's go. Damn, we gotta watch that 15-second ad. We ain't got no control. We gotta put Mississippi up in there, man. We gonna put Mississippi number 1. Mississippi number 1. Mississippi number 1. Number 1. Mississippi number 1. Number 1. Mississippi number 1. Number 1. All right.
Number 2, Louisiana.
Now, Louisiana, okay. All right. Okay. That makes it Mississippi number 1, and it's gonna be in it.
The thing that shocks me about this one is the percentage isn't higher. I mean, if you just look back at the history of Louisiana, you would think that this state would be half and half. It is not. Sadly, I just don't like the way Louisiana's been run since forever. Just all the things I've ever read, the stats I see, it's just depressing. And honestly, a lot of it has to do with a lot of their old politicians, deals they've made, things they've done. It's just too bad. But Louisiana has an amazing history. I mean, from the voodoo that went on in New Orleans, African Americans have influenced the music of Louisiana and helped develop jazz, blues, R&B, hip hop, and rock and roll. Some of the musicians that have come out of New Orleans alone, I'm just kind of focused on New Orleans. That seems to be where a lot of the history comes from, and it's kind of the most interesting part of it. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, the GOAT. Yes.
Strong. Randy Jackson. Kevin Gates, James Booker,
NBA young boy,
Buddy Guy, Frank Ocean, then the Creole food. Oh my God, it's amazing down there. I'll be there in late January. I'll tell you all about it. Towns with the highest percentage of African Americans in Louisiana would be Grambling with 96.32%, which is a town and a university. You have St. James with 87.3%, Lake Providence with 73%, and my favorite name in Louisiana, Waterproof, Louisiana, with 68.04%. Overall, 33.1% of Louisiana's population is black or African American, putting them at 1.5 million African American or black residents.
Come on, Mississippi.
All right, before we get to this one, we have another channel called On This Day. There's a link down below. Also, if you
shout out Warren Accord, man. It's a good video. I like this one, man. It's fun, man.
All the time, like a lot of channels do, but we're getting really close to 1 million, and I'd really like to knock it out before summer. All right, on to
let's get him to 1 million for sure, man. Let's run that shit up. Come on, Mississippi.
And number 1, Mississippi.
Yes! Woo! 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 Yes! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh y'all! Where the fuck is my glasses? Shit! You know what it feel like? Y'all know what it feel like right now? I can't even find the glasses, but it's okay though, cause I ain't got my shirt. So the best thing we can do right now, it feel like I got drafted. It just feel like I got drafted overall. Woo! We gotta go back. We gotta go back, man. Hold on, I gotta make sure the camera's seeing this, cause look, MS, put the hat on. Yes, sir. This video is 20 minutes, but this is actually enjoyable 20 minutes. I had fun with this one. Woo! Hey, yeah, let's go. I ain't got my shirt. I gotta go look for it, but that'll be a process. I ain't had it on a minute either. I'm slacking.
And number 1,
yes!
Mississippi. This should be no surprise. Barbecue in Mississippi.
Oh yeah. Tell them about it. Hey, you know what's crazy though? You know what's fucking crazy? It would have been crazy. He'd be like, Mississippi's murder pride, but surprisingly it isn't. That shit would have blew me out the water.
The best
All right,
places
let's go.
are black owned, I swear.
Woo!
Mississippi, like Georgia, like a lot of southern states, has a long African American history. And all of it's good. Well, most of it's not good. Segregation, civil rights issues, slavery, it's all there.
KKK,
it's in the history books.
a lot,
I'm not telling you something you don't already know. One city in Mississippi that has the highest percentage of black residents is Mound Bayou, which has 96.
Makes sense. Cleveland's small. Otherwise, we would have been,
7.8% African American. There's about 3,300 people that live there. This town was founded as an independent black community in 1887 by former slaves led by Isaiah Montgomery. Mound Bayou is almost 97% African American. This is one of the largest of any community in the United States. You also got Friars Point with 93.9%, Fayette, Mississippi with 91.3%, and Shelby, Mississippi with 88.3%.
Shelby! Okay, I heard of Shelby before.
Overall, 37.9% of Mississippi's population is black or African American, putting them at about 1 million, a little over.
That's what's up, man. See, look. At first...
All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some...
Look, man, I told y'all, man. I told y'all. What did I tell y'all niggas, man? Come on, man. Go. Shit, let's go. Now, I understand, probably, it's all good, though. It was all good just a week ago. But, yeah, man, I like that video. That was a good video. That was